Mr. Mayor, good morning to you. 2,000 jobs on the line. That is very, very worrying. How badly affected do you think your city is going to be?
Thank you. Good morning, Oli, and good morning to your viewers. Of course, this has brought about strain, especially in some of our economic sectors like tourism, creative industry. To adhere to the call and the marching orders by the president, the city has taken some drastic steps to put control, especially to make to be certain that people are not coming together in bigger numbers, forming more than 100 people in any gathering. So the restrictions have been put. We have also shut down our swimming pools. We have shut down libraries, including museums. We'll be opening some of the community facilities like community halls. In cemeteries, we'll be reducing the numbers of people whom the families should be bringing whenever they are attending to the municipal cemeteries. And we are also identifying the plans in terms of how can we then put plans to look at the recovery plan to ensure that beyond this situation, the economy will also be able to recover from the losses that we experienced.
Mr. Mayor,
also include...
I'm sorry to interrupt you there. I'm quite interested in those recovery plans in as far as closing down beaches and what have you. That's the main attraction to Durban. Some would argue that particular city is known as the playground of this country. What kind of impact is this going to have?
Definitely, when you look at the tourism sector, the major events that have been postponed, we'll have to structure them in such a way that immediate after the pronouncement has been made by the government to say that we can now reopen some of the facilities. That's where we need to put more concerted efforts, but also working with people who are running factories and industries around the city. We are also supplying our own sanitizers to ensure that along the way when they commute using our public transport, taxis and buses, at least people, they are safe. And those are the things that we think as a city we need to work together with all stakeholders, including churches, as we are approaching Passovers during Easter holidays. And we are appealing to all churches that let us all adhere to the call by President, reduce the numbers to below 100, but ensure where possible to postpone such church services so that people can access their services through online services to avoid the close contact of people, because this is where the weakness is in terms of bringing people together, having that contact of about 1.2 meters away from each other.
Yes.
So that's what must be avoided.
All right, Mr. Mayor, final question to you very briefly, please. Prudent spending is going to be very, very important going forward. That city is already battling corruption allegations with the previous mayor. Who, Mayor, approved the 2 million rand for VIP attire?
The clothing allowance is something which has been agreed upon in bargaining council. So that clothing allowance is accessible to many VIP protectors in the country from national, provincial and other local government spheres.
2 million rand, Mr. Mayor. 2 million rand. Where are these suits being bought from?
Yeah, you talk about 2 million rand, but that's an annual allocation of about people that will be rendering those services to our people, especially to the VIPs. So therefore, it's important not to look down at the impact in which the protectors have in the lives of those who are working for the city, which is very critical as well. So therefore, they deserve this as per the labor agreements that have been reached. So in fact, as a city, we're not in compliance with those decisions. So therefore, we had to take a decision, but aligning ourselves with what other cities are also implementing in those clothing allowances.
I'll be keen to know which other city is spending 2 million rand on clothing allowance. Thank you very much. That's the mayor of eThekwini, Mxolisi Kaunda.